Hare Krishna, we welcome you back to our series of 12 Mahajan, their life and pastimes. Currently, we are in the process of discussing the most intimate devotee of Lord Shiva's pastime. And probably this is the last episode where I am going to try to glorify Lord Shiva and his intimate relationship with Lord Krishna. In the just previous episode, I have discussed how Lord Shiva, to please Lord Krishna, even took pain of fighting against him. Today, we are going to talk of some of his stories and pastimes when what he did with Lord Krishna. So I would request you to see this video till end, and in case you want to see the past episodes, you can either see the playlist of the video or you can click on the in the description. I will give a link. You can click there and that will take you to the past videos. First story we are going to talk of when Lord Shiva delivered the Tripura demon or Tripura Asur. So, in old age, in the Satyajug, there was a huge fight between devotees and asuras, and devotees were always getting defeated by the asuras. From the asura side, a formidable demon called Maidana, he created a very fearful demon called Tripurasur, and he gave him 3 houses or 3 puris, one made of gold, one made of silver, one made of iron. And therefore his name was, because he was the owner of three houses or 3 puras, his name was Tripura. Now this giant or this demon, he was doing some kind of oppression to all the sages and the rishis and devotas all across the world. And therefore they were very confident that this person has to be given a punishment. So devotas approached as usual Lord Shiva and requested him to fight with this Asur, because he was almost taking control of the entire 3 world. He has to be contained. Lord Shiva came for the fight and he agreed, and it was a very fierce battle. For many years the fight, many months the fight was going on, and there was very surprising result was coming out, because whenever Lord Shiva was actually defeating this Asur or its soldiers, the soldiers after some time were coming back with similar vigor. So Lord Shiva was not getting confirmed from where they are gaining so much of strength. So he wanted help of Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu always responds to the call of his devotees. So when Lord Shiva asked for help of Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma realized that this Tripura is getting so much of strength because there is a storage of nectar kept in the Patal Lok. And whenever the Asuras are getting weak, they are going to Patal Lok, drinking that nectar and coming back. So Lord Brahma and Lord Narayan, they took shape of a cow and a calf. And those cow and a calf went to Patal Lok and they drank the entire nectar. Once they drank the entire nectar, the Asuras could not get any more nectar, so they were not in a position to get rejuvenated. And therefore Lord Shiva defeated them, and there were a lot of glorification of Lord Shiva all across the world. Even Vishnu himself gave lot of glorification to Lord Shiva for this fearful bride, and Lord Shiva's name became Tripurari, who is the Ari means enemy, Tripura means Tripurasur, and Tripurari temple is also available in the northeastern part of India. Next episode is on Mohini Avatar of Lord Vishnu, which is nothing but Mohini Avatar. As we know that when the devatas and asuras were trying to chant the milk ocean, a Kurma avatar appeared and he held the Mandar Parvat on his back. And Kurma avatar were helped to chant the milk ocean, and from there nectar came out. Now, when the nectar came out, there was a huge quarrel between devatas and asuras, and both of them wanted to have the nectar. With then Lord Krishna, he took form of a very beautiful lady. Her name was Mohini Avatar, and Mohini actually befooled the Daitas and took the nectar for the devatas. Now that Mohini Avatar is such that whomsoever look at her, they are completely bewildered. So Lord Shiva was very fascinated. So once after the incident is over, after many yugas, Lord Shiva had a wish, and Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati approached Lord Krishna to have a view of Mohini Avatar again. Lord Krishna outrightly rejected, saying that Mohini Avatar is such that whomsoever have a look at her, they cannot control their emotion. So it is better not to revive Mohini Avatar. But Lord Shiva did not listen to him and was telling that he will have the control because he is Adi Yogi. So Lord Vishnu then appeared as Mohini Avatar. He created a garden, and when he created a garden, it was a divine garden. It is a garden, Yogamaya created that garden, and in that garden, Mohini Avatar appeared. Looking at that Mohini Avatar with such a beautiful form, Lord Shiva again became bewildered, and he was running behind Mohini Avatar to get her association. But Lord Mohini Avatar is nothing but Lord Krishna. So if Lord Krishna does not want to give somebody uh, his permission, no one can catch him, and therefore he was not able to do that. Then he prayed to Lord Krishna, and he could catch Mohini Avatar. When they had the Mohini Avatar and all these things, at that time Lord Shiva became very agitated and he discharged his semen. Now, those cement fell in different parts of Himalayas, and there were lot of minerals and all these things got generated, and those were large uh, mountains got generated. But it is written in one of the book, although I could not see in Srimad Bhagavatam, that cements, one part of the cements was used many years later in Treta Yuga to create Hanumanji, who and it was used by Pavan Dev. So therefore, Hanumanji is called Pavan Putra Anjani Shuta Hanumanji. However, do not want to go into the discussion because I could not get it into the scripture. But what the lesson we learn from this, that even if we are a supreme devotee, it is very difficult for us to get not attracted to our Lord's form when he comes as Mohini Avatar. And therefore, we need to be very careful, because if Lord Shiva does not get control, we are nothing. So therefore, we need to be very careful what is our dheya, and we want to concentrate only on that. Daksha and Lord Shiva. Prajapati Daksha, as I told in the first video, is actually the son of Lord Brahma, and he was a powerful and very great Vaishnavas himself. Prajapati Daksha had many sons, and they were once created for creating the new generation of the living being in this world. Now, this story is something like that. Prajapati Daksha's daughter, Mother Sati, was got married to Lord Shiva. And Prajapati Daksha initially was happy of this marriage, but when he came to know that Lord Shiva goes to crematorium, smears ashes into him, roams around everywhere, deals only with the bhutas and pretas, Prajapati Daksha was not very happy of Lord Shiva. And therefore, he usually used to dislike Lord Shiva and used to insult him. Once, Prajapati Daksha wanted to do a very large sacrifice
for increase of his, for showing of his strength and his love for Krishna. Now, in this sacrifice, many rishis, munis came, and also there were a lot of Shiv bhaktas came, like Nandi, Bhringi, everybody came. Lord Shiva was present in that, and Prajapati Daksha purposely started insulting Lord Shiva in front of everyone. Lord Shiva, being a Mahayogi, he didn't mind. He kept quiet, and but his supporters had a big fight with all the rishis and all the supporters of Daksha, and Lord Shiva finally left that place. Then in the next time, when there was a sacrifice, fire sacrifice happened, Prajapati Daksha chose to not to invite Lord Shiva at all. Now, Mother Sati came to know that this has happened, that a big sacrifice is happening, and there they are not invited. And she said that she would try go there and attend that sacrifice. Now, Lord Shiva, being Trikalagga, he told Mother Sati not to do that, but she didn't listen to him. Now, during the worshipping or puja, Prajapati Daksha purposely started talking ill-mouthing about Lord Shiva, which Mother Sati could not tolerate, and she left her body on that spot itself. Now, when Narad Muni came and gave this information to Lord Shiva, he was so enraged. He actually came to the spot and he destroyed almost everyone and cut Prajapati Daksha's head also with his trident. Now there was huge fight between his supporters and the supporters of Daksha, and Lord Shiva took the body of Mother Sati and started dancing, and that is typically is called Tandav dance. We have known from Vedas that when Lord Shiva danced the Tandav dance, the entire material world, entire creation comes to an end. But that was not the time for the material creation to come to an end, because it is very destined that the material world or the Manantar ends with the for the one day of Brahma. So therefore, Brahmaji asked help from Lord Vishnu to save the situation. So Lord Vishnu then used his Sudarshan Chakra and cut Mother Sati's body in 51 pieces. Every piece is fell in different parts of world, and whenever this portion fell, everywhere one Sati Pit came up actually. Now, Mother Sati, when her body went away from the shoulder of Lord Shiva actually did not mind forgetting the event. But Prajapati Daksha was dead; he had to be revived. So at that time, under uh, prayer of all the devatas and also Brahmaji, Lord Vishnu arrived and they revived Daksha with the head of a goat. This incident shows that Daksha was lot of proud, lot of ahankar. With the head of a goat, that ahankar went away, and Daksha again became devotee of Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva again. So this story is very important story, and wherever in we go this Sati Pit, we remember Lord Shiva and this Tandav at that point of time. Lord Shiva has a very good conversation. Now, in that conversation, Mother Parvati asked Lord Shiva that he is so powerful and he is a one of the Devadidev Mahadev. Still, why he is yogi and with whom he on whom he does the meditation? In response to that, Lord Shiva told Mother Parvati the whole glorification of Lord Sri Krishna and told that he does meditation on Lord Sri Krishna, who is the source of everything. He also explained that how from Lord Sri Krishna the Lord Vishnu, Brahma, and Mahadev came up, and how he is the ultimate protector and ultimate maintainer. We find this chapter very clearly written in Puranas. Now we will go to another incident of Vrkasura. Vrkasura is also has another name which is Bhasmasur. So in that incident, what happened? Vrkasura was doing the worshipping of Lord Shiva for many years. And after many years, when Lord Shiva appeared, Then Lord Shiva gave him a boon, that he asked a boon for, that he wants to have a power that on whatsoever item he will put his hand, that item will get burnt and will turn into ashes. Now Lord Shiva, he is Ashutosh. He does not think so much. If somebody asks boon, he generally gives, and he gave that boon to that. Now, this Vrkasur is such a demoniac culture. What he did, he had a bad eye on Mother Parvati, and he thought that if he can burn Lord Shiva, then he can enjoy Mother Parvati. And this Vrkasur immediately told Lord Shiva that I have no option to taste this. Now I need to taste this, that whatever you have said is coming true. So Lord Shiva said, yeah, you can test it anything. But he said, no, I will test it on you. I will put my hand on your head and I will see whether you are getting into ashes. Now Lord Shiva realized that he is ill motive, and therefore he started running. And while he was running, he continuously was praying for Lord Sri Krishna to give a boon. So Lord Sri Krishna appeared at the spot and he helped Lord Shiva, because he will always help his devotee. And what he did, he took form of a small child and he came in from a Vrkasur, and he said that, what happened? Why are you running behind Lord Shiva? Then Vrkasur said that he has given me a boon, that anything I will put hands on will turn into ashes. So therefore I want to test whether it is true or not. That child, actually he is the supreme personality of Godhead, was so attractive that Vrkasur forgot everything and was looking at the child very patiently, very fondly, and was trying to reciprocate with the child. The child is none other than Lord, and he says that you are such a powerful and very strong demon. How come he could believe Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva stays in jungle, he stays in crematorium, he stays in all sorts of places, he puts mirrors, ashes on him. He whatever he says cannot be truth. Then the Vrkasur said, but I have been doing meditation for such a long time. How come you are saying that whatever he said is not true? Then Lord said, why don't you do one thing? You do a test, you put the hand on your head, and in case, and that will prove immediately. Now he was so fascinated by that child, he immediately followed what the child did, and he put his hand on his head, and immediately he himself got burnt into ashes. And therefore the problem got solved, and Lord Shiva then did the bowed down to Lord Sri Krishna and thanked him for his help, for his mercy to get rid of this Vrkasur. And Lord Shiva is my one of the most dearest and intimate devotee of Lord Krishna. So more we glorify Lord Shiva, we get more attraction or more mercy from Lord Krishna himself. I will end this episode with story of Shivalinga. So in Purana, it is told like that once Brahma and Vishnu saw one large linga, and it was very, very large. There was no end to it, either on the top or in the bottom. Then they were very astonished that from where it came and where it started. Lord Shiva appeared and he begged and he challenged them to find out where is the start of the linga and where is the end. So Brahmaji chose to go to the top of the linga, and Vishnuji wanted to find the lowest part of the linga. They both started traveling to that direction, and after many days also they could not find. Then Brahmaji came back and he falsely declared that he has found the topmost end of the linga. However, Lord Vishnu came and said he could not find the end of the linga. So Brahmaji was declared a greater devata than Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva, because he has found the end. That was the decision of the challenge. But later on, when it was found that Lord Brahma did not tell the truth, he was cursed by Lord Shiva, and therefore his worship got stopped over the earth. And this linga, Lord Shiva asked benediction from Lord Krishna that this linga will be worshipped everywhere in the world. As we Vaishnavas worship Shalagram Shila, all Shaivas they worship Shivalinga, and Shivalinga is so pure, so beautiful that his worship will take all the devotees to Shivalok. Now, in another Puran, a small story comes of how the linga originally came. It was told that it is told in that story after death of Mother Sati, when Lord Vishnu or Lord Shiva again started meditating, Kamdev, whose name is also Kandarpa, he came and he uh, wanted to agitate Lord Shiva. So when he came, Lord Shiva was doing meditation, but when his meditation broke, he opened his third eye, and with that eye, Kandev got completely burnt. But by the time when before he got burnt, he threw that arrow, and with that arrow, even Lord Shiva also got agitated. Now, at the same time, before coming to Lord Shiva, Kamdev went to the wives of the sages. And with his arrow, even the wives of the sages also got agitated. So when Lord Shiva went there, all the wives of the sages wanted to have Lord Shiva as their husband. This enraged the sages. The sages became very, very angry, and they cursed Lord Shiva that his genital will fall from his body immediately. And that's the reason Lord Shiva's genital fell down, and he again went for meditation. But that genital, when he went and fell into the earth, is converted into or migrated or transmigrated into that Shivalinga, which we just now told became the long, long linga which has no end. This story is written in some of the books, and Shivalinga is one of the most sacred thing who is none other than Lord Shiva and being worshipped all around the world. I will end the chapter or episode of Lord Shiva here, and probably we will go to the next Mahajan in the next episode. It is really fascinating for me to talk about Lord Shiva. I hope you have liked it, and if you really want to discuss more, because there are so many stories, it is not possible for me to tell all of them, but a few stories I have told here. If you want to discuss more, you can individually or independently write a comment on this, or may reach to me by mail. My mail ID and my contact detail are always in the description of the link. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.